Lately, we've been having series talking to lecturers, academics, from the campus, telling us about how the modules are taught and all of that. But today, I'm very excited because we have students joining us. They are student ambassadors. They study at Liverpool John Moores University, and they also work, I believe, on the side. So they'll be telling us and shedding more light about how the experiences, think about accommodation, the classes, time to themselves, and all of those things. But before we go ahead, I would like to introduce, right? My name is Sheon Odeyemi, and I have with me Hassan from the International Recruitment Team. And then we have Saida Subairu. She's a Nigerian, and she's studying public health, right? Are you in your final year? I believe so. Yes. And then we also have Tino Tenda. She's from Zimbabwe. And she's studying architectural engineering. I find that interesting. So we'll be, going in and then asking the questions and getting you the answers, you want to know, right? So we're going to start off now, right? So the first question I'll be throwing to both of you is, what made you choose Liverpool John Moores University, right? Out of the whole of UK, there's several universities. Why Liverpool John Moores University, and how has the experience been so far?
I think I can start with my answer. The first thing I was worried about as an international student is the cost of living when I come here, how much it would be, and how, because it would largely affect my life as well. So when I was doing my research with all the universities that I had offers from, when I did my research on Liverpool, the cost of living looked really, really affordable, especially in terms of finding accommodation. I found that one of the most accommodations that I could find was in Liverpool, and that was like one of the most attractive points for me, as well as the Albert Docks. I am like a fan of architecture, it's my favorite thing in the world, and the Albert Docks just showcases Liverpool's culture and Liverpool's architecture is just beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saida? Mhm.
Okay, for me, I think Liverpool John Moores University was one of the few universities in the UK that offer like an undergraduate degree in public health. Actually, I think less than 10 universities offer it as an undergraduate course. And I was searching, like I saw the facilities and everything. I was like, yeah. And part of my school, I'm part of the renowned Public Health Institute, which is like the school I belong to. And we get the opportunity of like mixing with experts that work with like the WHO and all that. So that was what that attracted me to Liverpool John Moores University the most.
Okay. All right, thank you for that. Because I see from your profile, I was going to ask about the Public Health Institute, and I see that it's also affiliated with World Health Organization, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what's the benefit of that to you, so to speak?
Okay. So like I said, the benefit is that we get to mix with a lot of experts. So like once they teach us in class, they allow us to like go maybe speak with them, network with them, and also like maybe collaborate in some projects. Like in my second year, I had the opportunity of doing like a work-based learning with them, like in the office. So I was there for like 3 months. I worked on a project called CAPSA with them, and then they like published it and everything, and I was also acknowledged in the like project. So that's like one of the good things about like being in the school public health institute.
All right, thank you so much. And then next question would be, how would you describe the academic atmosphere? How is it like serious? For example, I am Nigerian. You dare not speak to your lecturer or someone teaching you or address them by their first name, right? How is it at Liverpool John Moores University? Mm.
Um, I would say that as well as for me as a student in high school, you call your teachers, sorry, you call your teachers sir, you cannot call them by their first name. So when I came here, it was kind of like a bit of transition to be able to call my lecturers if say their name is like Matt or Stefan or something. But I've enjoyed it. It kind of makes the whole academic process very relaxed as well. And I would say, especially for my faculty, which is under the engineering and building services, the lecturers are like really nice, really welcoming. They have like an open door policy. So with our university, all you have to do to see your lecturer is just like book a meeting with them on our university app. And you find that once you book a meeting and you go to them, they're very relaxed. Especially, say, if you're struggling with a subject or something and you don't know how to do an equation, then they'll sit there with you in their office and they'll like help you write it down and be like break it down to you as well. So I think, yeah, in terms of academics, it's very encouraging team, and they're very, very supportive, and they're very friendly and approachable. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the same for you, Spider?
Yeah, it's the same. Like when I came here the first time, I think that was my biggest like cultural shock. Like you get to greet people like hi, hello. Like where I come from, obviously Africa, you dare not like say hi, hello to someone that is even older than you, not even your lecturer. So yeah, they're like really nice. You can greet like your lecturer, anyone with like hey, hello, and then it's not like you can be in a class with a lecturer that is old enough to be like your father, but like you're chatting like you're friends with them. So it's like really relaxed and friendly. Like the atmosphere in the university generally is really, really friendly and supportive. Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know. And um, could you provide insights, right, into the campus facilities, resources available to students, such as like the library, recreational, areas and all of that? To know.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things about the university is the gym, which costs like £25 per year for
Well,
like a proper full facilities, and it comes with access to like £25 per year.
okay, all
Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm.
And it comes with like gym facilities like yoga classes. If you're into boxing, there's boxing classes as well. If you want to try Pilates, any gym thing that you can think about, it's £25. Anyone can join. It's for the whole university. And I think that's my favorite part. In terms of like studying and stuff, I'm the type of person that cannot study if there's like anyone else around and they're talking and busy, people are moving around. So I like that the university has like quiet spaces. So in these quiet spaces, it's just you and your books. No one's allowed to interrupt you. No one's allowed to talk in those rooms. And they have these rooms in most of the university buildings around the campus, as well as if you want to study and not see any people at all, it's just you, the computer, the screen, which is mostly me sometimes. You can book a studio, and in the studio, it's just you, the computer, and you're studying alone. And yeah, that's been my experience, and I've loved it so far. I'm always in the library because most of the libraries have like this beautiful view of the city, and it's like you're looking out at the blue, clear sky, and at the same time, you're just studying. It literally looks like a scene out of a movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, and for me, I think it has to be like our student life building. So it's a building like within like the university that's open 24 hours and always 7 days a week. So like we've got like computers in there that you can study. Like let's say you have a deadline and you want to stay there overnight, you can do that. We have a cafe in there that you can eat food. And then also I think a lot of students go there like even to hang out, like events at the student union happen there at the student life building and all that. And like Tino said, we have like a lot of meeting rooms and studios where if you want to study quietly, you can just go there and like study. And interestingly, I think we've got like showers in there as well. So if for any
Really?
reason like you're
Yeah.
studying and you probably just want to get a shower or something, you can just go in there and shower and come out. So like it's really like inclusive. Like we also have like a prayer room in there. Like maybe you need to pray or do anything. Like the student life building has like everything that you need to do. Like, you need to like use as a student maybe whilst you're studying. Yeah.
Nice. And then I'm jumping now into accommodation. Do you live on campus, off campus? If it's off campus, how many minutes? What's the distance from your hostel to the campus? How is it like financially as well? How much is it? I know Liverpool is quite affordable compared to other cities, right? So, but I'd like to know within Liverpool and your campus, your university, what's the rates? How is life there? Is it safe? Things like that.
So for me, when you asked that question, that was like so important when I was trying to come here looking at accommodation. For my accommodation, I live in one of the student accommodations which the university works in partnership with. So they're not owned by the university, but they work alongside with them. And it is, I would say, we have like the university is in the center of the city, as well as the accommodations are also like within that center on the on campus. So you find that like your classes are like a minute away from your accommodation, or it's literally across the street. So like you're gonna wake up and you're gonna cross the road and you're going to class. It can be like less than a 5 minute walk, or it can be like 15 minutes walk, depending on which campus you live on. But everything is very centralized, in the sense that it does not take long at all to walk to your classes. Especially for me, I live on the campus that
Okay.
is near my university building, so it makes things really amazing. And I would say that when I first came here, my accommodation paired me up with other international students from Southern Africa as well. So
Okay.
when I moved in, I got a chance to like meet other people that were like also on the same journey. So it like eased
You're
the transition into like
in
who yeah, exactly. Who am I going to interact with? How is it going to be? Yeah. So my
okay.
accommodation experience has been really well, and I would say Liverpool has one of the most affordable accommodations. So one of the most affordable ones is called Marybone, and it's roughly like £85 per week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really that's really good. And Saida, do you live far from campus or close by as well?
And no, I actually live, I think, less than 5 minutes as well from my like study building. So,
Kind
like
of
she
like
said,
walk or
yeah,
bus?
less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if I have a class like by 10, I can leave home by like 9:55, and then I'll still make it to my class. So yeah, like she said, like the accommodations are usually like, if you choose the accommodations that like are near the university, I feel like it's cheaper and easier for you to like go to university, that you don't have to take the taxi, and then you don't feel bad when you're going to class. It wouldn't discourage you from going to class and all that. So I think that's one of the advantages of living like on campus, or like an accommodation that is close to campus. And also, like she said, you get to meet people like in the accommodation as well. Like surprisingly where I live, um I met a Nigerian opposite me. I didn't know she was there, she didn't know I was there. Like we just met on the hallway, and like we're from the same country, like, and we're like so happy to meet each other. So you get to meet each other from the accommodation and all that. So,
Those
and in
are
terms of cost as well,
interesting.
I feel like it's one of the cheapest ones. Like Liverpool has one of the cheapest accommodations. Like if you're speaking to your friends in other cities, you hear them calling ridiculous amounts like they pay for their rent and all that. And like, why are you paying that? We can get a better one here in Liverpool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So still on the topic of accommodation, let's go a little bit more in terms of like groceries, transportation. Do you have discount amounts for you to get on the trains or need to go out and things like that? How is grocery, the amounts? Is it expensive? Like if you like to eat caviar, that is.
Well, I'm not eating any caviar anytime soon, but I would say in terms of groceries, it's very I would say the city is very small and student friendly. So with the accommodations, they're in the center of the city, as well as, which means that the grocery stores are there as well. So it can be like a 10-minute or less walk to go to the grocery store. So you don't have to like think about getting on the bus to carry your groceries back. It's just um 10-minute walk to the shops and you're coming back. And if you're like a person like me who sometimes just decides I don't want to walk anymore, even if it's 10 minutes, it's very easy to order your groceries set it up that every month your
Mm.
groceries are coming in on time and you know when to expect it. So it's very reliable.
Students from this side of the world, right? They want to know, as I'm studying, can I work as well? I know there's 20 hours, opportunity for students to work, but how easy is it to get a job as a student? What are the opportunities available to international students?
So within the university, yes, let me say, okay, yes, you can work like whilst being a student. Like within the university, we've got this agency called Unitemps. So they basically recruit students from LJMU to like work like within city center or within the university. So they offer like a lot of part-time jobs, internships and all that like these students can apply, and all you need to do is just sign up with them and then you do a right to work check, which is easy. They can do it like in 5 minutes for you, and then like they post jobs from time to time that you can apply, and different jobs you can get experience in a lot of different areas. And like once you get, I think it's a good way to like enhance your CV. Like as an international student, that exposure is really good. Like for us, like maybe in most of our countries we don't get the opportunity of being able to work like where
Mhm,
we come from, while studying. But like once you come here, I feel like it's totally different. Like you can just to get, even just to get the experience is something like different for you, which I
mhm.
feel like it's like enhancing like my study, like here, like me getting the experience and all that. Yeah, so that's like it's easy, and it's not easy, but like you have to like be on the lookout for, yeah,
Mhm,
and it depends on what type of job you're comfortable like doing.
mhm.
But in terms of like there's always something to do. There's always something to do, but it depends on what type you're comfortable doing. Yeah.
Okay. Tino?
Yeah, I think I can like add to what Saida is saying in the sense that, as well as when I was coming here, when I was applying for my visa, the only thing I wasn't worried about if I would get the visa. I was worried about if I would be able to work when I get the visa. That was like my priority. Am I going to be able to make money for myself like when I get there? And when I did come here, I found out about Uniterms, same as Saida. And I started working as an international student ambassador, which is like one of the jobs that the university posts on the Uniterms website. And it's been a really fun experience. And I was also worried that, how like Saida was saying, most of us don't have experience of like
Mhm.
we've previously worked before. So with the jobs that the Unitemps offers, it's like open to everyone and it's easy to apply, and you don't need like any previous experience to like
Oh, nice.
really start working in it. Yeah, so that's like one really important thing that I was worried about. But
Mhm.
you can apply for it and it's like your stepping stone into starting working. Yeah.
Right then. So next question would be, what support services does the university offer to help students with academic, personal, or career related challenges? Some people, not everyone is, not everyone finds things easy, right? So what are the support services available to international students?
Like you mentioned, like all, I think all the services you mentioned, we have it here at Liverpool John Moores University in terms of
Really?
yeah, in terms of academics, like mental health, well-being and all that, and also career-wise. So for like academics, we've got like a separate team called like academic achievement. They're a separate team from like your lecturers. So for any reasons, maybe you have an assignment or something that is not clear to you whilst in class, you can go meet them, book a meeting, or you can just drop in. Like they're there to help you. They do classes regularly that you can join. And also in terms of careers, I think we've got another team called Student Futures and Careers. So they're a
Mhm.
separate team as well. Like they provide help with like your CV. If you have a job interview that you want to do, you can go practice with them. They'll give you tips and all that. And
Okay.
also that for that particular one, like once you study at LGMU, like it's for life, like you get the support from them even after you graduate. So you can always access them. And then I think you mentioned well-being, right? Yeah, we've got well-being as well. So they're a team as well at the Student Life Building, and I think some of our campuses, they're always there to help you. You can go speak to someone if there's something that is bothering you. Go speak to them. They'll be there to help you, offer advice and all that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Same thing, you know.
Yeah, I think Saida mentioned everything that the
Okay.
university offers. And I can say that the people that do these things are like really, really nice, very approachable. And when
Um,
you walk into the university, their signs are like very visible and everywhere. So if you're struggling and you walk into a building, you know, okay, that's where I'm going. Yeah.
Okay. So now going to the crux of the matter right now is the fees, right? What scholarships are available to international students? Yes, there are general scholarships, but are there other ones that, students can apply for? You know, yeah. What do you think about that? Like extra, some there are some rich kids, they don't need scholarships. There are some who need every support they can get, any amounts just to reduce their living costs, their tuition fees, things like that. What scholarships are available that you are aware of?
Okay,
Did
and
you
I
hear?
think, yeah,
You didn't hear?
we did.
Okay.
Okay, I think the scholarship that the university, yeah, Liverpool John Moores University does offer like a partial fee tuition scholarship of starting from I think £3,000 for international students, and like you don't need to apply for it, like you get it automatically once you meet the conditions stated on your offer letter, and
Okay.
like yes, so I think it's that for undergraduates, I think it's £3,000 per year,
Okay.
and for graduates, yeah, so it's per year. You get it every academic
Okay.
year. It's taken off your fees, and like I said, you don't need to like apply. It's automatically removed from your fees. Yes, so that's one scholarship that I know that the university offers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hassan, any questions from your end? I still have like four. Let's turn on to the.
Yes, thank you, Krishna. It was very fantastic to hear from two of our fantastic ambassadors. Those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Hassan. I'm the regional manager for Sub-Sahara Africa and Middle East and Turkey. I'm really thankful to Saida and Tino, both of who work at our international relations team office as international student ambassadors. Both are paid roles. Just one of the many examples of our international students integrate into the university life. Liverpool John Moores, as both of them said a lot about. It's a cool place. The city is cool. The cost of living is amazing, which means one of the lowest costs of living. Your money will go a long way. And most importantly, it's a very diverse city. I believe there are nearly five educational institutions based in the city of Liverpool, which means there's a huge interaction with other cultures, communities, which is what one of the most important things of studying in the UK is that international exposure to different cultures and experiences. Uh, just touching base on the scholarships, Saida was absolutely right. We have a £9,000 scholarship over 3 years. That means 3,000 first year, 3,000 second year, 3,000 third year. That's a total of £9,000 that's taken off your fees. And after scholarship, our fees for this year would be either £14,750 or £15,250, and you have installment plans. But speak to Sean at Etudia International, our trusted partner, and she will guide you on those. But for our postgrad students as well, we have a special scholarship of £4,000. So for all our South African students, our Zim students, as well as our Nigerian students, we have £4,000 off. Of course, terms and conditions apply. These scholarships could change, but speak to Sharon to get your scholarship sorted. She's our trusted partner. I would say this is a fantastic time to come and study because one of the things we did not or wanted to cover was our post-study work visa. As you know, once you finish a degree in the UK, both Saida and Tina will be able to stay 2 years in the UK on a post-study work visa. They could start their own business. They could find employment, full-time employment. As you know, British work experience is renowned worldwide. It'll, if you imagine you have the UK qualification as well as 2 years of work experience or even more, that's going to open doors for you in loads of places. Particularly for somebody like Saida who studies public health, United Nations would like to hear from her for job applications. And of course, for Tino, who knows, she'll start her own architectural company, and go on to become an entrepreneur or work in one of the many architectural companies in England. Of course, as you know, a lot of the Middle East, for example, construction, we have a lot of British architect students. I think those are some of the ways that you could go into. We do look forward to welcoming you to Liverpool. As I said, our trusted partner Etudia is in Johannesburg in South Africa. All her details will be present in the video below. All her contact details. Contact her team, get your application in as soon as possible, get your scholarships in, and we look forward to welcoming you all. Any final words, Tino, Saida, and Sion?
Let Saida go first.
I would say I have enjoyed my time here in Liverpool so much so that I would want to stay for like the rest of my life, maybe, who knows. But I've also, yeah, it's really, you find that most international students that come here, they're like, okay, this is my place. I found my where I want to set my roots now. And it's the same for me. And I'd want to add that I also found like my own community as well in terms of like international students and home students. And we like, I love, like, I'm a piano and Afro house, Afro piano right now is like really, really big.
And I see
And
your salsa dancing as well.
yeah, so I'm like a really big fan of that. There's like a community here. We meet up, we have DJs that are like renowned right now, as well as Liverpool was listed number 5 in as one of the best countries to live in the world. And the street that the piano music happens is like listed on there as well. So it's like kind of amazing. So there's a very Southern African community here, and it's very active. It's very nice. It's feels like part of a family.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Tino said, I'm really, really enjoying my time here at Liverpool. I can't believe like the 3 years are almost over and I'm about to graduate. But one thing maybe I would say to anyone that wants to come is like put yourself out there, like enjoy your time. Before you know it, you're about to graduate. And if you always stay in your room, an opportunity is not going to knock on your door. Like you have to go out there, present yourself, like gain the experience and all that. And then like I said, like we're mostly Africans where we come from, we don't get the opportunity of like showcasing our talents and all that. But here, like even just speak to someone can tell you there's an opportunity there, go apply for it, and then before you know it, you're building like your CV and all that, and you're gaining all the experience that you want. So once you get here, like show yourself, present yourself, and then enjoy it as well. Like it's really fun to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you so much for your time, because part of what we say to students is don't sit down and think, opportunities will come to you. You need to go out there, mix up, interact with people, let them know that you would like to work. So on that note, I'm going to be saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for, sparing your time. Thank you, Hassan, as well, for putting this together. And I wish you the best of luck, getting a job, staying in Liverpool for as long as you can, all of that. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Fantastic. We will help them. Thank you, Tino. Thank you, Saida. Thank you,
And
Sean. We look forward to receiving all your applications and support. I'm sure Christina will provide all the details of how to contact her at the end of this video, and I can see in the captions below as well. We wish you all the very best, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, then. Okay, bye.